friends, it's Amy at Doki Forest, and today I'm working in my Junk Journal January book, and today I'll be doing day 21, Experimental. This is an open collab hosted by Meg Journals. I will have all of the information listed below, so you can click on everything, check it out, and see what everyone's been up to. So for this page, I thought it would be kind of cute if I drew a science lab and had some beasties in there trying out some different things. I wasn't sure exactly what I was going to be trying out, so instead I just kind of played around with a few things that I either have only used like once before or haven't really used at all. So this is our main beastie who's in the lab, and I don't think they're supposed to be in there. I think they kind of snuck in there and they're just like, let's get into this stuff. Let's try some random things and see what happens. Which was also how I felt about this challenge. I was like, okay, I'm just going to try a couple things on the fly as I'm making the page, and it might work, it might not work. We'll just see, and hopefully I don't ruin the entire page. And there's a little assistant that they have there. Okay, so my first thing was to use my, I'm sorry if I say this wrong, is it Caran d'Ache crayons? These are the Neo color crayons, aquarelles. So I thought I could use them and then put my watercolor paint over it, and you might still see the crayon underneath, kind of like if you used an oil pastel. So I had like some smoke that I thought would look neat if I did like some little light gray smoke with the crayons, and then some other light colors, and then I went over it with the watercolor. And that didn't quite go as planned. You really can't see the Neo colors at all. And the only thing I was really noticing was that the watercolor was going right through the page to the other side, which turned out okay because I actually like the way it colored the other side. The other side was just the story that went with my texture page. So I was, or what was it? Not handwritten, hand lettered. It's that page. So I was actually okay with it getting colored. It kind of looked neat. So I thought this black watercolor, I thought that might show the smoke, but it really doesn't. You can faintly see it on the left side there, but not much. So then I decided to do another experiment, and I used my acrylic medium modeling paste, and I thought, well, maybe this could be, exploding out of the jars, and it could also be the smoke. It might give a nice texture. And then I'm trying this Lindy's Magical powder, which I added water to, and I thought it would lightly color the smoke, but I feel like that kind of went a little too far, and I felt like you couldn't really see the texture paste either. So I'm adding some more on because I really wanted it to look like a disaster. And then I'm just I went over a little bit with ink, and then I tried to make it look like there were some bubbles in the bottles. And then I got out the Neo colors again, and I'm going back in with those because I felt like I lost those colors when I painted. So I'm kind of just, my experiment here was first of all to paint over the Neo color crayons, which didn't really work. And then my next experiment was to try the acrylic medium, and that dried flatter than I was hoping. So I thought, well, maybe if I paint it, you can see it, and that didn't really work. So then I said, okay, well, let me add some more. And now I'm trying two pens I got in a sketch box that I never used. One was called a pastel pen, soft white, which I thought showed up okay, maybe not as well as the white gel pen I usually use. And then the other thing was the Faber-Castell Pit Artist pen in Pink Madder Lake, which I was trying to draw some bubbles with. And then I was just going back in and defining some of the features in the room, but I decided I didn't want to define all of it because it's supposed to kind of be all lost in the smoke. And then I was just adding some gold, and then I decided to outline the smoke with a black Posca pen to help define it. And then I wasn't done yet, because then I decided I wanted to add some white paint because I really wanted to see that smoke. So yeah, I'm blowing up the room just like this beastie. So here it is, my experiment. I hope you had a good time watching. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you again real soon. Take care. Bye-bye now.